But why do women, and I'm going to say this before I play the rest of the video, why do they always have an issue when a man feels like he's the prize? Prize.
Being an unsuccessful black man is rather easy. It's no effort involved. And for your lack of effort, what you win as a prize is that nobody cares about you or your issues, and you don't get many dating options. You'll be called dusty, broke, ugly, bald-headed like me. And even in this picture, I was compared to some better looking guy than me, and I was called a black cell because I'm broke. That's what you get. You get to be pretty much O'Shea Duke Jackson. And most black men understand that. We try very hard not to fit into that category because the older you get, the less people care about you. So many black men strive to work, to be successful, to do the things that make them desirable. And money is not the only thing that makes you desirable, but your development as a man, your hunger for wanting to become better, all of those things included in that will make you better. And you can do some other things too. Work on your health, lift weights, dress better, smell better. All of those things help you, but especially if you live in the big city. Fast forward, Dima. Let's fly all the way to Dallas. And that's right. And the reason why I'm saying Dallas, because Dallas is a burgeoning city, just like some of the other cities like New York, Detroit, LA. Stop the show. Maybe I shouldn't have said Detroit. Houston, Chicago. These are cities that are really booming. And for black men in Dallas, which is one of the top 7 cities in America, there are plenty of opportunities for you. You have women of all races. The housing is somewhat affordable. Jobs are there. Opportunities are there. Business connections are available. And guess what? Those same women who didn't want you when you were broke have something to say about you when you have money, even when you didn't want them. And there's a particular case of this lady on TikTok who has this to say about successful black men in Dallas.
I feel like the men in Dallas are not good leaders. They're not direct, and they don't have the confidence that I'm looking for.
They don't have the confidence you're looking for. In which ways?
I feel like men in Dallas have a lot going on for themselves. That's not saying they're too successful. They're accomplished men. But as an accomplished man, you should also be a leader. You should also be confident. You should also be ambitious, and you should be direct. So I feel like there's a dislike between you being an accomplished man and your leadership capabilities when it comes to a relationship.
How does that work? To be very accomplished, but no leadership
I have
skills?
no idea.
I'm trying to figure that out too.
Yeah.
I'm not discrediting you, but I have never heard that it was hard to find a partner because they have too much good things going for themselves.
But that's not what you said. That's what I said.
I'm still listening wrong.
You're listening wrong.
Okay.
You can be successful in your career, but unsuccessful in your dating life.
Yeah.
Those are two different things. Just because you can perform one way at work, how you perform outside of work doesn't necessarily mean that the two are the exact same. You could be a leader at work, but outside of work, what do you have going on for yourself outside of work?
I wouldn't say that I'm having a horrible experience as far as dating, but I just feel like there's a lot of options for men. So you just don't find that men are settling down.
What a horrible situation for men.
Listen, oh my God.
Oh, so much pressure. Would you say that the men are acting like they're the prize and that's an issue?
It's not an issue if you reciprocate the woman being a prize as well.
Now, this is very interesting because I've noticed there is somewhat a hatred or chagrin towards successful black men that have money. Remember, I told you, if you're a black man and you're broke, then you're dusty, you're lame, you're ugly, and these things. But again, if you're a successful black man and you have money and you're doing very well, there's always somebody who has something to say about you, such as this person.
Hey y'all, what it is, bitch? Oh my God, I cannot believe in 2 weeks I'll be 29. Anybody who's watched me since I was 22 or 23, I'm sure you feel as old as I do right now. I feel old as shit. Okay? Yeah, girl, in like 2 whole weeks, I'll be 1 year away from being 30. I cannot fucking believe it. But that's not the point of the video, that I'm getting old as shit. Let's talk about these dusty. Okay. So when I say dusty, I don't mean tax bracket, okay? All black men are dusty. It does not matter their tax bracket. Bitch, Gabrielle Union is married to Dwayne Wade, and he makes millions of dollars, and she still has to go 50-50 with his ass, even though he cheated on her and had a baby on her. Russell Simmons, who has a lot of money, millions, cuts off his daughter's health insurance for no fucking because he's mad, to punish her because he's an abusive. Anyway, that makes me so angry. Anyway, he's a piece of shit, okay? And he has all those allegations and charges, bitch. Anyway, Dusty is black. Black men are dusty, and dusty is more than just money. A black male can have a shit ton of money and be a dusty son of a bitch, okay? Look at She-Ray 7. Her rich husband has her on YouTube, over here on YouTube for hours on end, trying to make a buck. If he was so rich, why would he want his wife to be doing all that? Okay? Nick Cannon has a lot of money, and he's over here making a damn new tribe of little half-breed and making like 20 kids a year. Okay? Money doesn't mean shit when it comes to black men. This is my point. When it comes to dating black men, money doesn't mean a goddamn thing, because their mindset is dusty as shit. Okay? So just remember that this summer, when, I get the horniest in summer because I'm bipolar and I'm crazy. My birthday's in the summer. But if you're like me and you get horny in the summer, don't let these have it, because niggas will fuck up your pussy and your credit, run your pockets, give you BV, your pH balance be off, bitch. Don't let these in. Okay, if I have some fence sitters or mammies that watch me, don't do it. It's better to be celibate and not at all than to be letting a shit log up in you. Anyway, y'all, I just had to say that. Bye.
And you guys heard the argument about the lady who said, these black men out here in Dallas, these guys are not leaders. These guys are this and that. And even if they have money, that doesn't mean anything. But, let me just say this. Whenever you say, as a black man, this particular lady is successful and she's not feminine, well then, what do they tell you? They say, sad music. Well, maybe you're not a man that can make her feminine and submit. Maybe you're the wrong kind of man. This is the argument. But the reality is that a man is successful in his business, and true, she's right. You can be a successful black man and not be ready for a relationship. That's true. But here's something that you got to understand. These particular black men are dealing with other groups of women, and these women have a problem with that because these men have options. That's why they're upset. These men have options, and not just in the black community. They have options of other races. So now you're saying this black man is a bad leader. He don't have what it takes to lead you, but he's leading somebody else. So why is it not you? Let me just tell you this. And I'm going to be honest with a lot of you ladies out there who always want to shift the goalposts. If the black man is broke, it's his problem. If the black man has money and is successful, it's also his problem. But more or less what I want to say to you, what I'd like to submit to you, is the problem is you, okay? The problem is you. Yes, men have problems. And yes, men can make or break a woman. But the reality is, if you're not competing with the rest of the ladies out there available on the open market for that same quality of man, whose fault is that? It's you. Maybe you're not the kind of woman that a man even wants to lead. Can you figure that out? Maybe you just don't have what it takes. We got to be honest. Some people believe that a man, if he's doing very well, wants to lead somebody like you, and maybe you're just not worth the hassle. And I'm going to play Brother J.R. Wisdom's clip because he was the first person I saw with this video, and listen to what he says.
Man, sound like Dallas is another Atlanta. Listen, shout out to everybody from Dallas, man. I was in Dallas a year ago. It's August now. I was in Dallas, last September or something like that. Listen, Dallas has some beautiful women, so I know it's almost like another Atlanta in that aspect of men having their choice. They're feeling like they're the prize, especially, as she said, if you're an accomplished man. out in Dallas, and there's a lot of things to do. My understanding that the economy down in Dallas is thriving, just like Houston is as well. You always got something going on. Beautiful women. So you say, in order to, as a man, if you feel like you're the prize, he should treat the woman like she's the prize as well. Baby, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. A woman has to show you she's the prize, beloved. It doesn't work that way. You have to show me. If I already feel that way about myself, I'm not going to feel that way about you until you prove otherwise. I'm going to approach you because I may find you attractive or I may like your style, but once you start opening your mouth and I see that you got kids, you got bills you need help with, you got all this other stuff that I really shouldn't have to deal with, and you're not trying to contribute to this success that I do have, and you're trying to bring me down as a liability, baby, you know there's some issues there, baby. Come on, you got to cut that out. But why do women, and I'm going to say this before I play the rest of the video, why do they always have an issue when a man feels like he's the prize?
And he's right. Sounds like Dallas has turned into Atlanta. But the reality is Dallas has the same amount of unaccountability that Atlanta has. And why men have their issues, I will not say that they don't. The problem is onefold here. And a lot of these ladies out here who think that they are good enough for some man to want to lead them, one of the reasons why men don't want to lead you in particular is because you're just too much of a hassle to want to lead. Sometimes, let me just say this. When you are a woman, okay, listen to what I'm going to tell you. And somebody has to put some investment into you. The broker I am, the more risk I'm willing to take. The better I'm doing, the less risk I'm willing to take. So if I don't have to disturb my current life to deal with you, who is maybe you could be a complete wreck, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come with somebody more ready-made because I've worked so hard in my life to avoid people like that. So what is the incentive in me, or what is the incentive to me to deal with somebody else who's not ready-made? It's not my fault you're not ready-made. It's not my fault you're problematic, and it's not my fault that you just can't qualify to get somebody like me. I'm speaking on the behalf of guys in Dallas. It's a big city. It's sexy women. It's beautiful women. It's called competition. And if you can't compete, stop being mad about the fact that you can't compete. Stop making it his problem when the issue is really yours. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do, subscribe to the bell. We're out.